What's up, ADHD crew? I am going to talk to you all about immaturity and the problems that come with ADHD emotionally. When most people think of ADHD, they usually think of the classic symptoms such as hyperactivity, inattentiveness, but a lot of people aren't aware of the nuances and the emotional dysregulation, which I've covered in my videos such as hypersensitivity and rejection-sensitive dysphoria. This plays part into the immaturity aspect of ADHD. So with heightened emotionality with ADHD, you're likely to have inappropriate reactions to things, dramatic reactions, explosive temper tantrums, perhaps even passive aggressiveness to deal with the uncomfortable feelings, and sometimes even arrogance as a form of self-defense. There's actually an interesting science behind why this occurs, and it's noted by Dr. Russell Barkley, who is a specialist in ADHD. He has a fascinating theory that ADHD brains develop 30% more slowly than neurotypical people.
This is a developmental disability. A developmental disability means that you are showing age-inappropriate behavior. The person with ADHD will be leveling off at a degree well behind that of where the general population has leveled off in that trait. This is a chronic lag in the development of these traits. It is a self-regulation disorder. The average ADHD child is 30% behind their age. If your child is 10, he has the self-control of a 7-year-old. You may have an 18-year-old who's one of the few that's going to go on to college. He's 12. That's his executive age.
So it could be speculated that the cause behind the emotional dysregulation and the delay in maturity can be caused by a delay in physical development of the brain. And it's been shown that people with ADHD have brains that are about 5 to 10% smaller. So imagine this, right? 30% delay in maturity rate. I'm 30 years old, so technically if I was to take 1/3 off my age, I've only now really become an adult mentally, so I'm about 21 years old emotionally. And I think this makes a lot of sense because I can remember when I was a kid growing up, I was always the more immature one. I was always the one who was a bit more of a clown. I got more easily upset by things. And so when I was a kid, I was actually a lot younger mentally than my peers. This emotional immaturity can cause a lot of problems socially, whereby if you're in a job that requires a lot of responsibility, you might find it hard to hold it together. And I will say that I notice my immaturity flaring up now and again, but I'm better able to catch it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So you might not outwardly display these things, but internally you might have immature reactions to things, and it can be hard to control the impulse. But with practice, you can actually get better at holding back on those reactions, and it's extremely important to develop this skill in the social world. Negative reactions don't ever benefit you. It can cause you to lose your job, lose friends, lose loved ones. It's just a no-win deal. This is why cognitive behavioral therapy, anger management is so important for a lot of people with emotional issues, and ADHD is often very commonly linked with emotional anger issues. How many times do you feel that urge to react negatively or aggressively to something? So what I do is, if I notice that feeling rising up within me, I think, well, does this benefit me? Most of the time, it's no. So I'm aware of that. So I say, I'm not going to react that way, even though I want to. But here's the thing. I don't want you to go away from this video thinking that you can never be honest about what you're feeling. It's not about hiding how you feel, it's about how you deliver it. It's about being pragmatic and mature, being the bigger person. But it's pretty difficult, it's not that easy, especially if you've got impulsive tendencies, right? So in my head I'm fantasizing about what I'd really like to say, or I'm fantasizing about giving them a smack in the face, but I know that's not going to serve me. So always ask yourself, what's the best reaction? How can I get across my feelings without causing damage? A great way to vent your anger if you're feeling pent up is to just get some physical exercise, lift weights, punch a punching bag, whatever you need to do. Just don't hurt anyone.